Greetings and welcome. I'd like to again thank everyone who spent time out of their lives to watch my Thankful Contest series. Vintage Card Steve won and asked if the donation could be made to the American Diabetes Association. And I said absolutely. But as much fun as I had doing that series, it's time to get back into showing some of my collection. Saturday, I celebrated my 38th trip around the sun, so I thought I'd share a few of my birthday gifts I received, along with a birthday gift I gifted myself. But I had a really nice day spending the day with friends and family. The night before, though, I went out to get my mail, and I don't know about the rest of you, but my mail during the holidays, it doesn't get here until about 9:30 at night. But I found an amazing care package from Ken. Ken's Cardboard. And being that my birthday was just a few hours away, I thought I'd wait and open it on my birthday. And Ken was so generous. First thing was a very kind note that he wrote. And then this massive stack of cards. But the first thing that caught my eye was this graded 1995 SP Championship of Frank Thomas, which as soon as I showed my son, he had the biggest smile on his face, which gave me the biggest smile, saying that he was so happy. And along with that, Ken also added this Tombstone Pizza of Frank Thomas. I don't know why, but I do not have this, but I love the Tombstone Pizza cards. Probably growing up on Friday nights eating frozen pizzas. And he also in that Frank Thomas. And then just to go through these pretty quick, Jordan Hicks, Matt Carpenter, Tyler O'Neill, it's a pretty card. Dylan Carlson, Oscar Taveras, which I often wonder what the Colts would be like if he was still around. Jonathan Mahia. New coach for the Cardinals, Daniel Descalso. Definitely hitting the PC with Bob Gibson. Beautiful Topps Chrome, Jason Mott. Stan the Man. Harrison Bader. Playoff Bound. Pujols. Wainwright. And how cool is this Stadium Club of Dexter Fowler? That just shows Busch Stadium of what it is. Just such a beautiful card. Carlos Martinez, who I always thought would be just so much better than what he was. And Matt Holliday. Ken, thank you again for your incredible generosity. And if you're not familiar with Ken, please, please, please go out and check out his amazing channel. But speaking of my son, he also knocked the gift he gave me out of the park. My wife gave him a few dollars to go to our LCS, and he picked these out for me. It's Peyton Manning. And this really cool Topps Chrome of Manning. And then he topped it off, the rookie Anthony Richardson. And this other Anthony Richardson, which I have been looking for some Anthony Richardson rookies for a while. And I just wanted them in a Colts uniform and not his Florida Gators uniform. So I was really excited to get those. And it's funny how cards from your kids, no matter the price or who it is, how they become your favorite cards of your collection. Now, a couple videos ago, I had mentioned that I was going to the Chicago Sports Spectacular show back before Thanksgiving, which was held at the Donald Stevens Convention Center where the National is held. I don't normally go to the show unless there's an autograph guest that really intrigues me, and I mean it really has to intrigue me for me to go. Last time I was there was 2 years ago, and I met Peyton Manning. And I'll do a video on that at some point. But the athlete that really intrigued me so much that made me venture up there was NBA Hall of Famer. You know his silhouette. And it's the logo himself. Jerry West. I asked my wife and kids if they like to tag along and meet Jerry West. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll remember my last several hours at the National this summer was waiting for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to sign, and that horror story. And if you aren't familiar, go back to my National recap video and you can hear it. But the answer from my wife and kids was a hard pass. I think saying, hey, do you want to go wait in line for an autograph of one of the greatest basketball players to have ever played? He played for the Lakers. It's at the Donald Stevens Convention Center. Brought back way too many memories of the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar event. So it didn't appeal to them, and not enough time has passed where it sounded like a fun time. Of course, I'm excited. And you know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. But I thought, it won't be that bad. And it wasn't. Wes was, he was pretty quick, and he was a gentleman. But I have really, really loved these autographed basketballs I'm starting to acquire. The only problem is that they take up so much room. So I can't add too many more. I've kind of come up with my own system of determining who I would get an autograph on a basketball, for future autographs. And someone of Jerry West's stature was definitely ball-worthy, in my opinion. The NBA made his signature move, going right, leaning forward, ready to make one last high dribble for a pull-up jumper, their logo. I always like to play the what-if game. And as great as Jerry West was, can you imagine his legacy if Frank Selby's shot falls in Game 7 of the 62 finals? What if Elgin Baylor's body doesn't break down? What if the Lakers keep Don Nelson and they don't waive him, knowing now how crucial of a role he played for Boston in the 68 and 69 finals? What if West doesn't pull a hamstring at the end of Game 5 in the 69 finals? What if Wilt and Baylor stay healthy for the 1970 season? What if Willis Reed never limps into the Garden for Game 7, sending the crowd into a frenzy? It's hard to imagine Jerry West could have had a bigger legacy than he already does. But if the metaphorical ball bounces a little different, it's unbelievable. He could have had even a bigger impact in basketball than he already has. So yeah, Jerry West is definitely ball-worthy in my collection, and I'm really excited to have this piece. And once I get a display case for this, it will bring a smile to me as it sits next to Jabbar's. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.